Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Visual Effects Artists React. Today we're joined once again by the legendary Zach King.
What's up? Thanks for having me, guys.
Dude, I'm glad you're here. Welcome
good to be back on the couch.
Chances are, if you are on YouTube watching this video, you have seen a Zach King video, and you've defined a genre that has like become a part of like internet video culture. I just have a million questions I want to ask you while looking at cool clips that you've made.
I saw that cut. You're under arrest. Bad effects. Oh, you haven't seen this one, Nico?
I had the pleasure of being in a collab with Zach.
The jump cut is not my favorite. Whenever I see that on a VFX breakdown going into one of our shoots, it usually has like a 35% failure rate. We did one with a polar bear.
Hell yeah, look at
Whoa.
that.
Oh, what is that?
Not a fan of
Ren
spiders.
does not like spiders very much.
Where's the last piece, guys?
Down here!
Oh, what's it doing down there?
Hello.
So you can probably guess how we did this one.
I do love guessing.
There's definitely some sort of hole that you're sitting in, but the puzzle was not there. So it was probably just maybe like a green cutout. The image was tracked in, planar tracking. Then when you get in, there's a freeze frame where then that gets projected on, so then it stays at that same projected angle.
I like the confidence and authority with which Ren guesses.
This is absolutely how it was
You
done.
sound right. You guys nailed me. That's it. It's the blue poster board hole. That's kind of where like the practical is really important for us to see in camera, because but even for camera, for us to know practically at that moment in the hole, what is the frame where you're actually going to be seen. When we were mocking this up, like we had guesses on where you need to position, but you learn little things practically, like where the floor would actually be blocking you too much, or camera height totally changes the effect and how much you can see of me. But animals are we did one with a polar bear.
We did one with a polar bear.
If you look up yeah, that one right there.
Hey, wow, can I get a photo?
Sure.
Cool. Say cheese.
And that's a real polar bear that we had on set.
You're not filming at the same time as this polar bear. Those are two separate shots.
I'm plated there, same camera angle, motion control kind of thing.
This is brush with death right here.
You mean the video concept, not interacting
Oh,
with a
yeah,
polar bear.
sorry. I said the title of a YouTube video from 13 years ago, but it's the same concept where it's like you take a final plate element and you projection map it onto the ground. And you even have like that little bit of that curb there, and you have that final plate and then you just kind of work backwards from there.
Yep. The hard part about any of these is oftentimes, like with the polar bear, he had to be plated after we did my performance. But for eyeline and stuff, you're guessing of what they can't guarantee what he's gonna do or even what direction he's gonna walk. You're just doing your plate and then hopefully that works. Then you guys gate the whole thing and then you leave camera there and hope that he does it. If not, I guess you'd have to reset the whole thing. Animals are tough. I think the other one we did was with like David Blaine, and that had so many, it was more creatures, but it was like spiders and snakes and toads.
It's okay, we don't have to look at this one.
Yeah, we don't have to look at this one, but.
I don't like that thumbnail.
I would show the audience an iPad and hit X-ray mode, and that allows you to scan.
Is that a frog?
Yeah, you see it?
Yeah.
This was back during like the COVID era, which is why we were going for like the Zoom look.
Sure, yeah.
I'm actually curious if you guys can find the cuts in this. I haven't watched this in years.
Oh, what is that?
Not a fan of spiders?
Ren does not like spiders very much, but that one's big and it's like a mouse basically.
Honestly, tarantulas bug me a lot less than smaller spiders.
Hell yeah, look at that.
Whoa!
That's a big frog.
Whoa!
Whoa, David, you're burning down the UI. Hold on.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Wait, when did he get the water in his mouth?
He can do the water thing. Yeah, everything he did was practical. Like there was zero editing or anything on his. Like that is 100% real. We are not editing anything.
Really?
And I can't reveal any of how he did his parts, but they're all practical.
Your smile while he's putting it out.
For each take, because we shot this for like 14 hours straight, because there was no jump cuts, it was all in one go. And so every time he would drink like 12 bottles of water before each take, and then spider in mouth, and then all those already prepped.
There's that weird stick in the middle.
That was to hold the balls. You're looking at a wall.
So they don't
for
fall over
for
into
that
his.
moment, yeah. I think that was one of the hardest part of this gag. It was like, maybe we would clean up a few, but if too many came over, you have a problem.
There's a lot of engineering that goes into your shots.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, a lot of little construction pieces. Our team's really amazing in what they build. Oh, it almost looks like is my crotch on fire? Or is it the, what is that?
It's a little wall.
Oh, it's the wall.
That's the
Okay,
wall.
I thought my pants were on
It
fire.
does
right
look like it. You're like, oh man.
You just filmed an episode of Loaded Questions with us.
Yes, that was so much fun. We went around the old Paramount Ranch. What's fun is you guys take an old film camera and you have the 20, 25 film photos. I feel like that's fun because even after that experience, like I took out my phone more and I was like, I could take a photo of this. I think we overthink about like what is a good photo and that just like is good practice. So like I'm gonna snap this and move on.
It's like Hot Ones, but with a film camera.
Yeah.
So you have your shots, and the interview lasts for those shots in the film camera,
Yep.
and then it's over.
And it's on YouTube right now, so go check it out. If you haven't seen it already, let us know what you think. It'll be a good time. Check it out.
Did the VFX Police skit ever come out?
Oh yeah, let's watch it. So we had Nico.
Oh, you haven't seen this one,
Yeah.
Nico?
So I had the pleasure of being in a collab with Zach. I showed up as a VFX.
Dude, this was a fun
And
one.
it's funny because the concept was about having bad VFX.
Here's how you can get a really nice car fast. See? Super easy.
I saw that cut. You're under arrest. Bad effects.
I remember doing this. There we are.
Yeah, basically the concept is like the jump cut police, and that's Nico trying to bust us, and then at the end I get away by using a jump cut. And it was interesting because we were trying to make that, like we were trying to make it a bad jump cut, which I think
Yeah.
we got away with, but I think we should have made it worse probably.
Because I was like,
All
these-
the audience was like, I didn't, no one commented about that.
Yeah, even when you're not trying, you still end up making very good jump cuts. I remember doing this jacket lift and like strangling you.
That was hard though. There's a lot of things in jump cuts that go wrong that aren't even just, it's usually not even about your body position. It's about the camera person stopping at the right moment. Like
Oh, sure.
things that like look obvious are like the tree branches is where my eye goes, which they were cleaned up really well, but you know, that's where like a tiny camera movement can make a huge difference, especially the wider angle lens you're going. It's the little, like the jump cut is not my favorite. Whenever I see that on a VFX breakdown going into one of our shoots, I know it usually has like a 35% failure rate, meaning we'll have to reshoot it at some point, but it's not like, even I was nervous. I was glad our concept together was about jump cuts
Bad
being
jump
bad,
cuts.
just in case they turned out bad. It's like we could say that's the reason, but that was a fun one.
I mean, coming out and getting to work with you guys was super cool. Like, it was really chill. You know, I basically show up. You guys say hi. You come out with a DVX, which I'm, immediately smitten by the old tech.
And then we one-wheeled around the yard.
We one wheel around the yard. Yeah, like it was great. Now, most shoots are not that easy, where you get to like come in and be casual and talk to people, grab your 2 shots, call it a day. But you've worked with a lot of celebrities. You got me on there.
Yeah, we got you. I mean, you're the biggest that we had.
But like I saw a video recently with Gordon Ramsay that just came out. How do you guys approach working with somebody like that? Is it an easy 10 seconds, get your thing, and you're done? Is it a whole day? How do you keep people happy? How do you keep them, I'm asking you a lot of questions.
Good
before I
snacks.
answer.
Good snacks is the key to keeping everyone happy.
That's true.
Yeah, so the Gordon Ramsay video, let's see. So
Okay, best burger in 5 seconds. All you gotta do.
in this video, I'm showing my burger, which I casually pop in my pocket, and then he reaches over, and it turns out it's like one of those, fake duet concepts, and we have a pop-up, green screen.
Yeah, I was
for
about to say, it's
that
probably just a
backdrop.
green screen, right? And the backdrop for him is just comped in the whole time. Because it looks pretty good. Like, at first, you're like, this is an actual duet. The lighting on Gordon here actually matches the background that he's in.
Yes.
I
But
love that you have him
technically, it
reaching out and
matches.
holding the camera.
Yeah, I think he was holding our cameraman's hand. That's kind of the trick that we have, like him reach out his pinky and hold that.
So then, of course, the little napkin he puts on, because you lift up the emoji sort of thing. You lift that up, and then someone lifts up the real practical version for him to grab?
Yeah,
or?
someone lifts up the napkin, which producer Pojo kindly ironed on those little sticker things. If you're in a hurry, you might be on a commercial shoot, we'd probably be like, oh, just get a white napkin, put tracker marks, and let him grab something, and we'll put it on later and projection map it. But that's so much work.
Woo, that's a lot of work.
And so doing it practically is helpful, but then we had to measure what is the size of those emoji stickers that need to get ironed onto the napkin. There's weirdly a lot of math. Math was one of my least favorite subjects in school, but now as a VFX artist, you're having to think about math again.
Yeah, I know. That's
all the
kind of
time.
the gotcha there.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, I thought being an artist, I'd be able to, skirt all
Yeah,
that.
exactly. No math.
But then at the end, he's got the burger, and it turns into this cardboard thing. for the actual shot, he's still holding the original burger, and it looks like just like some fake 2D thing is tracked into that.
I don't think we shot several versions. Sometimes we do that for safety. Like we shot a couple jump cut versions. Definitely that's not the jump cut version. It's funny, you actually see a crumb falling, which now if I were to go back, I would take that out.
Really? I feel like it adds to it.
Crumb falling after it's cardboard. Like it should probably be nothing falling off of there.
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
the sesame seed falls off.
Yes. That's my definition of a run and gun celebrity shoot though. I think it was like, hey, come up, we have 30 minutes, and then we were like, set up lights, go, you know. But it is,
like,
it
I
is
trust
hard.
you, okay.
The more it has to be precise. I think that's when it gets really tricky. I remember the one we did with Selena was really tough because it was a jump cut, but it was also a few other techniques.
I would really love this style.
Oh, yeah, love it. Here.
Oh my god.
So first off, this other woman first sits down. That's a real practical plate.
Yeah,
You're
and
putting a real apron
you see
on her.
camera moving.
Yeah.
There's no way, you know.
Yeah,
it's
this is
not
all
set
real
down.
footage right here.
This card they're holding, I'm imagining, has nothing on it. It's just like a bunch of tracking markers on some sort of like board, right? And so you can decide what is going to be on there later. That's the easiest way to do something like that. But what's getting me...
Sorry, I just love that Vogue would publish a magazine cover of Selena Gomez with her eyes closed off to the side.
I have seen this video hundreds of times and I've never noticed that, but they kind of would.
Kind of would, yeah.
So at some point here, she is now underneath that apron, and what I don't know is like, are we seeing the original apron the whole time, or was there some sort of hidden wipe to reveal the second apron as you put the card over it?
I think there's a hidden wipe right here. I see it jump on her neck, look. Wow, we did not clean that up well enough.
Christian's like, I found it.
Oh, you know what it is? Oh, this is
Yeah,
one of my
you
favorite
tried.
techniques. So it is actually, there's no jump cut yet. It's blended because it's really me from the first girl's performance here all the way through when I leave frame. Oh! And I think we kept my hat, actually you can kind of see it almost jump a little, but I think we just kept my hat there.
See, keeping that little bit of hat is like, that's where the genius comes in. Because that's the stuff where you're like, oh, somebody wouldn't think of doing that.
Right.
What makes this whole video hard is the fact that it's a handheld camera, just like,
Yes. You know, we don't actually really set down camera anymore because you're always gonna have, even like, you're gonna try really hard, but there's a slight set down. Like you're gonna feel a jitter, it's gonna vibrate the whole frame.
Yeah.
It's just unavoidable. So we kind of do what we call a tennis ball set down, which is like, we hover near a tennis ball or a couple of them so we know positionally where we are.
Okay.
It gets us close enough. There's usually a lot of cleanup, but it's doable cleanup.
Whoa! Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I just wanted to show you some of my magic tricks, because my magic tricks are a little bit different. You see, my magic tricks are created using the power of today's sponsor, Squarespace. Jump cut! Ooh, that hurts. But look where we are. We're in Squarespace's award-winning templates library. Templates that are fully customizable, so you can customize the perfect website for you. It's so easy, it's like magic. Magic, like turning this cup into a website. Ha! Oh, it didn't work, is what I would say if it didn't work. If you look closely, you'll see I created a members-only area where you can monetize your content by selling membership access to exclusive sections of your website. Now for my last trick, I'm gonna need Jonah's shirt. Thank you, Jonah. Now I can sell this online using Squarespace's built-in shop features, which allows you to track your sales analytics, update your inventory, and kickstart your business. So if you want to get started building your website today, head on over to squarespace.com/corridorcrew for 10% off your first website or domain. Now, let's get back to React.
Christian, can you go to Zach's older, like there's a compilation of just like his first videos. So are these actually your first videos, or do you have videos?
Yeah, that's my
before?
very first Vine ever.
Oh man.
The shirt one.
Weren't you on YouTube before Vine?
Yeah, I was on YouTube. Oh, you're talking the old videos.
Yeah.
You go to Final Cut King. That channel is still around. I mean, not active, but yeah, here it is. Let's see.
Well, you're not uploading stuff anymore to Final Cut King?
I should. That'd be really funny. Oh, okay. That is it. Man falls into Guatemala sinkhole. That is like my first viral
7 million views.
viral
13 years
video.
ago.
It was literally done in like Motion 2. Do you guys remember that software? So this is like just a 2D.
it's a 2D track.
Oh, nice. The people
They're
running
literally,
around.
people.
they're little like blobs.
Yeah.
Like a little flea.
Videos like this, it's weird to think that they didn't exist yet. Like
Right.
people weren't uploading this kind of stuff, and so they would do really well. And I made a bunch of fake ones, which weirdly, like I think with maybe resolution back then, like people just believed, or they're just like, this is ridiculous. We got to watch this. I love like miniatures. So like that third one down on the left. RC car chase.
Oh, I remember that
like,
one.
For me, it was like spending weeks on these cardboard
I remember
miniatures.
this one too.
And then getting these guys to come drift their RC cars around.
And action.
I think I'm just always fascinated with like how cool miniatures are. And like, I can never shut down a city street to make this in LA, but I can do it in my front yard on the driveway.
This one was actually kind of a big deal when it came out, in my opinion. Like, it really kind of captured this new type of filmmaker that was kind of coming up in the YouTube space. You know, it's this combination of like creative, fun, approachable, but also like you tell that this is coming from somebody that like loved movies and liked action scenes.
Yeah,
and clearly
I had
wanted to
probably been
make
watching
that.
a ton of Nick Cage movies during this period of my life. Michael Bay films, kind of stuff. It's cool what you can just do with a little like cardboard and paint, hot glue. That's what's so fun is filmmakers, you know, if you want to go out and do a car chase, go build a cardboard city.
Yeah.
Go do it with your friends and at home. Like if you set limitations, you can really kind of shoot the same stuff half the time, at least for practice.
We have a saying here that we like called embrace the jank, because it's like, it's not janky if you embrace it.
Yeah, if it's part of the style, it's part of the aesthetic.
Yeah.
But it reminds me, there is a guy, a couple guys, I mean, even Kevin Perry has the skills for it, but there's a specific person I'm thinking of who has stop motion, it's probably back around this YouTube day, maybe 10 years ago. Have you guys seen those where he takes action figures?
Yes, I was talking about this recently.
Look at that. Oh man, this still holds up.
Yeah.
This is when I was like, oh, stop
Demolishing
motion
it.
is easier. And then you realize, no.
In fact, like his camera motion, he has motion blur on his stop motion, which is like a big deal.
Oh wait,
Kung Fu
that
Baby.
was a 2D effect on his knees, like right there at the end, because you see there's skewing on his right leg, camera left. Isn't this the same guy who also did like Iron Baby?
Yeah. Everybody that's doing VFX on YouTube was mostly doing it in like After Effects at this point in time. So you'd see somebody pop onto YouTube and make a video like this. And you're
Oh,
just
that's
like, wow.
quality. You know what? If he had this vertical though, it would still take off today.
Oh yeah, the VFX in this video are so better than 99% of stuff on YouTube.
Wow, yeah, no kidding. This surprisingly holds up pretty well.
So yes, Iron Baby came out and this was classic. And then what, 2 years later, Dragon Baby.
Yeah. This one's incredible. The comping in this one is, that's not even a commercial.
Because this was his second kid. Every video was like a gift to his child.
Well, it was a gift to the internet.
Like that's a man in a costume right there.
Yeah, so he does a really good job at scale though, because that's hard to do. You could usually tell.
It was comping in his backyard, but like they had a full-size person costume and a full-size dragon costume that they were doing all the fights with, but he's very careful to cut back and forth to like the real baby and the real miniature costume. And then of course the
How
stuffed
far did
animal.
he check his baby on that one?
I just noticed that.
Kind of looks
I'm gonna throw you, here we go.
Looks a little far.
Yeah, so I think what he did was he actually commissioned a stuffed animal and a costume that were the exact same design.
Makes sense.
Well, Zach, thanks for joining us.
Dude, thanks for having me.
This was a lot of fun.
Cool getting to know your team a little bit more as well. They've been challenging us at Smash Brothers and we've been beating them every time they've come over.
Yeah,
I've heard.
they've never stood a chance,
I've
and
heard.
they continue to never stand a
Our
chance.
productivity has gone down.
Anyways, it's a moot point, but hey, go check out Zach King's YouTube channel. Zach King is the name of it.